on page 808.
That's correct.
Qinisekisa ke izithombe ke noma isithombe lesisivelile lapha statement sakhe sokugcina ukuthi siyafana nalesi sisivela lapha ke ku volume E ku page 808.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to avoid this. Why I needed conversation.
It is not the photos that you took yourself.
That's correct.
Kunjalo ukuthi akuzona izithombe zathwetshulwa uyena.
In your statement again, page 2 of your statement, paragraph 1, you said on the 6th of February 2023, you conducted a tour of Chief Albert Luthuli Road.
That's correct.
Yebo
officials.
Ukuthi umhla 6 ku February unyaka 2024 wabamba uhambo ke la eLuthuli.
The photos that were provisionally admitted by the court Exhibit F, which were taken by warrant officer pages, were not taken on the 6th of February, but they were taken on the 31st of May as indicated in paragraph 4, that you also had a trip on that day.
I should agree with that as well.
Can you provide the witness, or does he have Exhibit F?
He has a copy of the photos, my lady, and
Yes.
it's Exhibit F.
Yes, I've got it.
The witness is saving photos. On Exhibit F, photo number 1 and photo number 2 reflect non-level general dealer.
That's correct.
Yebo kuyiqiniso ukuthi lezi zithombe ziveza isitolo lesakaNonhleki.
Photo number 3 to photo number 7 reflect Cde station or railway station.
That's correct.
Yebo kuyiqiniso lezithombe ziveza lapha iGlare station.
Photo number 8 to photo number 10 reflect a railway remaining concrete pillars of the old bridge, and it is where that the alleged incident took place.
That's correct.
Kuyiqiniso ukuthi lezithombe ziveza umsila loya omdala ibridge noma ibloho la kubiwa khona ukuthi isigameko senzeka khona. Ukhona ke insike ezivele lapha no concrete.
Photo number 11 to photo number 13 reflect the small bridge which is at Inchawini River, which is similar to the one where it is alleged that the incident took place.
My lady, that's correct.
Yebo kuyiqiniso ukuthi lezithombe ku11 kuya ku13 liveza ibloho lapha eNtshaweni biko ukuthi liyafana nala kwenza khona isigameko.
exhibit, photos, that is Exhibit F, were taken by Warrant Officer Patches. Those points were pointed by you.
That's correct.
Yebo kuyiqiniso ukuthi izithombe eziqothwe lapha kuyisifakazo uF ezathwetshulwa iphoyisa uBadges izithombe lezi kubika ukuthi uyena wayikhombisa iphoyisa le.
On photo number 3 of your statement, on page 176, if you look at the photo,
Yes.
if one needs to know as to where was the train station here, in which direction was the train station from, if you look at from that photo, and where was also the cane field of Chief Luthuli?
My lady, this image, it's in the direction of the south. So when you look to the far end of the bridge, that's where the sugarcane field should be located there. The train station will be on the north side.
Masibheka ngokwalesithombe ke la esingase ningizimu imoba ubheka uya phela ngasegcineni kwaleli block ilapha imoba zikhona kanti i-station lesona singasohlangatheni lasenyakatho.
So if one looking at the photo, the south side is on the right of the person appearing on the photo.
That's correct.
Yebo
The north is on the other side.
yebo kunjalo ukuthi mobheka la kuvele khona lo muntu ngowalesithombe imoba zingasesikhundleni sakhe bese kuthi ke isiteshi singakulunye uhlangothi.
My lady, I would like to proceed to the evidence of, or to the statement of Brian Kawa. My lady, it is on volume A, on page 167, and for the convenient, my lady, I made one copy for
Which page?
163 on volume A.
And you made, and Baba hasn't testified yet.
Yes, my lady, he hasn't.
So what is the status of the affidavit? Provisional.
Provisionally.
Thank you.
my lady. So you work with Brian Kawa at museum.
My lady, that's correct.
Yebo kuyiqiniso ukuthi usebenza ke kunye naye uXaba uBrian Xaba lapha endaweni yamagugu.
The second part of, or the second page of his statement is referring to a number of documents. In fact, the inquest documents.
Yes, I can see the inventory as followed.
Yebo kunjalo njengoba nayibona ukuthi ekhasini lesibili ke lapha ke statementeni saza kwabo uxaba kuqukethwe noma ke kuchazwe ke la ngemininingwane efakwe lapha ke odabeni lika ngofuthi lodaba.
This document at the possession of the museum?
My lady, the Luthuli Museum has a collection room, which is a space where the museum keep all the collections, which is made up of newspaper articles, it's made up of photographs, it's made up of the handwritten documents, as well as the audio, visuals and tapes. So I confirm that yes, the Luthuli Museum does has this collection at archival room.
Qinisekisa ukuthi lapha eLuthuli noma endaweni ekugcina kuyona kaMagugu, yebo kuyiqiniso ukuthi banegumbi eligcina zonke izinto ezishicilelwe phansi, ithombe, ama-tape, oma-video nokuqoshwe kwamaphimbo, konke ke lokubanako. Uyaqinisekisa ukuthi nale mininingwane esikhuluma ngayo emana nodaba leli kamufi lolu daba, yebo kukhona lapha kubona.
My lady, this second page is reflecting the documents contained in Exhibit D.
Yes, thank you.
That is the inquest report. And further on page 3, onward is also letters, newspaper cut, telegrams, as you indicated. Are these also part and parcel of documents that are at the museum?
Already the following documents that are presented here form part of the Luthuli Museum collection.
Kunjalo ukuthi lokho kuvele la ekushicilelwe la nako kuseyingxenye yezinto ezigciniwe noma eziqoqiwe lapha emuseum yaseLuthuli.
So as per the evidence of Captain Khamanyan, as he indicated when testifying in court that he received this from Kaba, you can confirm that?
That's correct.
Yebo, ngingaqinisekisa ke lokho njoba ebeshilo ufakazi ukuthi konke ke lokhu waye kuthathe lapha ke kuxaba.
No further questions, my lady.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, my lady. Just to clarify, sir, just going back to page 808, volume D, that's in front of you. The image that's reflected there, it's a newspaper article. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Yebo kuyiqiniso isithombe lesizwe la kuleli khasi u808 isithombe sasithathwe noma sathathwe ephepheni kwiphephandaba.
The heading of that particular article says 24 inches from death, correct?
That's correct.
And the description of the person in the photograph, it says that it is a Mr. Mataba, who was a person employed by the railway services in 1967. Am I correct?
That's correct. That's how it's written on this article.
Kunjalo ngoba leli phepha njoba ke uchazwe umuntu ovele lapha ongumnumzana uMataba wayeqashwe uloliwe ngaleso sikhathi leso.
And according to the copy of the inquest record, which was received by Captain Khamanyane from the Luthuli Museum, Mataba is one of the persons who deposed to an affidavit in 1967. Am I correct? Should I repeat my question?
Thank you.
You did not hear me?
Yes.
All right. According to the copy of the inquest record
Yes.
that was received by Captain Khamanyani from the Luthuli Museum, a part of that
Sorry,
record,
inquest record of 1967.
1967, a part of that record has an affidavit which was deposed to by a person named Ntsakani Mataba.
Yebo kunjalo njengoba ke kuveliwe ukuthi sake la uCaptain Mokhamonyane uchazile ukuthi ke na lo vele la uTsakani Matabinyane uyavela ohlwini noma ke statement sakhe ayikade ke esenzile ngesigameko lesiya sophenyo lecala lango 1967 kaMnumzane.
And this Mataba deposed to his statement on the 1st day of August 1967.
I believe so, my lady. Thank you.
Yebo nami ngizokholelwa ukuthi kunjalo makuvela ukuthi yena ke lo uMnumzane Mataba wanikezelela ngale nkulumo yakhe ayifungele ebhale phansi kwakumhla ka1 kuAugust ngawunyaka ka1967.
My lady, this person's statement, Mataba, is reflected on pages 491 to 492 of volume B. 491 to 492. Thank you, my lady.
Thank you.
Now, although there is no date on that newspaper article,
You mean the newspaper article?
that is on page
Page 808.
808. There is no date. One cannot see a date, if my memory serves me correct. However, if one is to believe that the person standing there is indeed Mataba, would I be correct in drawing the inference that that picture was taken in 1967 or maybe even a year after, but it couldn't have been later than 1967 or 1968?
Lady, I see the article, even although I can't see the other additional names, but the heading, it says Luthuli, F-U-N-E-R. I believe it says Luthuli funeral. So if I recall, the funeral of Chief Albert Luthuli, it was on Sunday, 30 July 1967. So it could be the article was talking about the funeral of Chief
Sorry,
Albert Luthuli.
was it on
The
which date?
30th,
30th.
yes, 30 of July 1967.
Masibheka la ngokwephepha noma kungavezanga umhla ukuthi lalibhalwe nini la uthi kodwa ke njoba ke ku noma ngaqamile kahle kodwa kukhulunywa noma kubhale khona kuvela khona uLuthuli okwakuvezwa kusho ukuthi udaba lokufihlwa ke kwakhe okusho ukuthi mangikhumbula kahle ukutshala kwakhe kwakungumhla ka-30 kuJuly ngonyaka ka-1967 okusho ukuthi ke lesikhathi ke kukhishwa noma ke kuvezwa leli phepha kwakulapho ngalezo sikhathi noma ngesikhathi sezotshalwa ngaleso sikhathi leso.
And so if you can just read the caption underneath that picture into the record, what does it say exactly?
The one that starts with only.
The caption underneath the picture.
Oh, here. Okay. It says, as a train. Okay, I can't see it. Train routes or what? Okay, I can't see the.
So not the actual article, but just underneath the picture there is, I think there's 2 sentences which
Yes, I see.
describe the picture.
Yeah, it's just that after the train, I can't see what it
Read
says, but it says,
read whatever's legible.
as a train by Mr. T. Matala a line to the side of Umvoti River Bridge at the spot where Mr. Albert Luthuli was fatally injured. At the time of the incident, Mr. Matawa was working near the bridge and he listened to Mr. Luthuli's aid. I think that's how.
Luthuli's?
I think, yes, aid or something. I think it's AID.
Sithombe ke la lesi sivezwe kwiphephandaba la kuchazwa khona ngomnumzane uthi Mataba owayelapha buduze nehlangothini lalapha ke kuyi-bleaching lalapha ke eMvoti River endaweni la kuba khona ukuthi umnumzane uLuthuli walimala ke khona. Nangalesikhathi kwenzeka isigameko kusho kwaMataba wayesebenza khona la kuleli bridge.
Thank you, my lady. I have no further questions for this witness.
Mr. Ngoba?
Thank you, my lady. To keep you where you are, that picture that is in the newspaper and the one that I've displayed from your own photo album, can it be safely taken that that is the same picture that appears? Oh, okay.
Kunjalo ukuthi le sithombe lesasivezwe lapha ekuyiphephandaba nalesi esilapha ke kuyena ethombeni isithombe esisodwa ke lesi.
And the reference to 24 inches from death in the topic of that article, we cannot determine what that refers to, whether that is referring to be it the body of the person standing there to the train or the part where he has his foot.
It is
the steel part to the end of it.
My lady, it is confusing.
We do not know what
Yes.
that actually refers to.
Yes.
Kamile kunayindida ke ngokwaleli banga kukhulunywa ngayo ukuthi mhlambe ekhulunywa ngebanga liphakathi kwakhe nala ngaku train noma makuphi akucacile kahle.
But from just observing it, the picture, we can see that the train and the human being there are quite close.
That's correct.
If indeed that is the size of the train.
That's correct.
Impela kunjalo ukuthi uma sibheka ke la ngokwalesithombe uyabona ukuthi isitimela umuntu kusondelene impela.
And my colleague asked you about the direction in this picture of the fields. So from this person going in this picture or in your album, would you confirm first that you will avail these pictures for the court?
That's correct.
Oh, okay. And this picture going straight ahead, is that going towards Stenga or Durban side?
The far end is the Durban side.
Is that the Durban side? Is that where the fields
That's
were
correct.
located?
That's correct.
Oh, okay.
Ngobheka ngolesithombe uqhubeka ngaso sukulibhekise ngasohlangothini laseThekwini la khona ke imoto. Ngokwesithombe lesisiviziwe.
Okay. And looking at this picture, since you've confirmed you would avail this to the court as well, looking at this picture of the train station, as dilapidated as it is, that if you go down that side, straight in that picture, is that towards where the bridge was, the bridge in question?
That's correct, my lady.
Kunjalo mobheka kwalesithombe uqonda ke la ulibhekisa ngala kwakhona khona ibhlorho leli ke lesigameko lemakhulunywa ngalo.
That is the Durban direction.
That's correct, my lady.
Hlangothi kulibhekise ngaseThekwini.
And the bridge that you found, the new one which you later found to have been painted when you went there, is it on the opposite, in other words, behind as you go back from this picture, reversing back towards the standard direction?
Yeah, the bridge you are talking about is before train station.
Before the train
Yes.
station?
Yeah.
Yebo leli blog bengikhuluma ngalo ke selipendiwe ke labalisha lona li ngaphambilini ke kwale stage saseStan.
And you as the museum, you may know this or you may well not know it, you as the museum, could you determine as to the range that was covered by the Umvoti River under these pillars that are shown in this picture? Whether these pillars were on top of the river as it flew then, or it was in land as appears now?
Or
you can't say?
My lady, to answer the question, during the time of the original bridge, I believe the condition was not like that.
It was not.
Yeah, and I believe that the river was more bigger.
It may have shrunk
looking,
over the years.
yeah, looking at the size of the bridge and the pillars there, so it shows that the river was a big river, and when we went to the site, so we have found out that it's just I think it's just a portion now of the river that flows under these pillars.
So the width of the river is not as would have been understood then.
That's
in
correct.
67.
That's correct, my lady.
Oh, okay.
The size of the river, Mr. Ngobi, or the water
the-
that is showing, because
the-
I don't think the river shrinks. There can be growth of plantations on either side.
The width
Yes, I mean the width.
of the river, yes.
But wait until they are flash floods.
Maybe it will again.
Well, the point I'm at is that
Yes.
it could have been narrowed because of the vegetation,
Yes.
but the size of the river, as we know, can be revived depending on how heavy the rain is.
That is correct. That is correct.
Can we correct that?
Ma-
The river may still be wide. It's only that the flow of water could have narrowed.
It could have narrowed.
Maybe the
in other words,
bridge, you see, when the bridge is constructed, it will never be constructed such that it's also shrunk. It will still
in
stand
line with the river.
wide apart.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he should clarify that.
Yes. You understand what the court is saying?
Yes, I do. Maybe just to add from the point.
Yes.
Currently, what we just found in that site is that there are sand minings that are happening in that area under the bridge.
Okay.
So I think that's why you find that the river needs to take another position
Oh,
because of that.
the impact.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay. You're right. No.
See,
But,
my,
sorry, Mr. Ngobo, can we go back to that picture of the river? That is quite wide, eh? Or is it in its narrow position, narrow condition?
It's a narrow condition, my lady.
So now it's narrower.
Yes,
In the past, it was wider. Okay, I
that's
see.
correct, my lady.
I have no further questions, my lady.
Mayichaza ngokwesimo sebhlorho la ngalesa sikhathi namanje ukuthi cha ngeke phela asafani ke noma engeke akwazi ukuthi kwakumike kanjani kodwa uma ubheka uyabona ukuthi indlela akusho khulu ngayo awusemkhulu kangako umfula nani lo lapha ke ngaphansi kwaleli blorho futhi nomthelo ukuthi amanzi awasemaningi njengasekuqaleni ngoba kukhona enye ke imayini yesihlabathi khona okungenza ukuthi lokho sokwenza kube nezinguquko zokuthi ke umfula unwebeke noma indlela amanzi akhona bese eshintsha uhlangothi ngendlela osekwakheke ngakhona ngesimanje okungasafani nangalesi asikhathi lesakudala.
Mr. Dunya.
As a court pleases, my lady, I don't have questions for you.
Thank you, may be excused. Oh, Mr. Chairman?
My lady, I'm so sorry, I omitted to ask 2 questions.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, you as can be seen on the pictures, there are, what remains today are pillars.
That's correct.
Of the old bridge. Do you know what happened to the old bridge?
I think one of the, as part of our research, we've tried to find out exactly what happened, but we discovered that I think the railway, they decided to remove the top side because on top it was only steel. So there was nothing concrete that was built on top of those pillars. But I think due to time, they decided to take all the material that was used on top. So that's why we don't see anything on top, because whatever was used on top, it was made up of steel. So I think it was removed by railway companies. Yeah.
Mangaphendula nje kuloko ukuthi unalo ulwazi ukwenza ngebhlorho leli cha ngokuphenyela ukuthi salenza uloliwe ke kunezinto ezilapha phezulu ingxenye phezulu blorho ke kwakususa ke kwakuyizinto ezazakhiwe ke ngeinsimbi njengoba sesibona sekuyilesimo kuyisona.
And you would not know the reason why those steel structures were removed from that bridge. You wouldn't know why.
My lady, I won't have more information about that.
Ngeke ngibe nalo lunye ulwazi olungaphezulu kwalolu mayelana nokuthi ngabe ke kwasuselwanza asuselani lezo zinsimbi lezo ezilapha kulela blorho.
Your image. Your image. Yes. On the last page of your statement, you've got your statement in front of you?
That's correct.
That's the photo of the gentleman that is on the bridge. And there's a train. Can you show up the, yes, that's the one. That photo. So you testified to say that on the right-hand side of the gentleman would be the station. Sorry. The question was asked to you. Or perhaps you can repeat. What would be on the right-hand side? You said it was the station, am I correct?
That's correct.
Yeah,
On the right-hand side of the man standing there.
That's correct.
Kunjalo ukuthi ngasohlangothini lesikudla sala kumekhona lo mlisi ngokwalesithombe ila khona ke station.
And Glenhouse Station, is it on your way to Durban or is it on your way to Stanger?
From south is on your way to Stanger.
Uma usuka lapha ngaseningizimu sisendleleni yakho uma uya eStenda.
So if the inquest record of 1967 reflects that the train was on its way to Durban, would I interpret that picture of that train?
Yes.
Would I interpret it to say it's facing the incorrect direction? It's
That's
not facing
correct.
the direction of Durban, it's actually facing the direction of Stanger.
That's correct.
Kunjalo ke ukuthi njengoba kwavezwa ukuthi le siyastika sasilibhekise ngasohlangothini laseThekwini okusho ukuthi ngokwala kuzobe kungabhekile ke ngendlela kuzobe kubheke ngakolunye uhlangothi ngokwesithombe.
Thank you, my lady. No further questions.
Yes, Mr. Msima.
My lady, we referred to statements of Brian Gaba and that request that it be marked as exhibit provisionally,
Exhibit O.
and also volume C to be marked exhibit, my lady. And that's all, my lady.
Volume C, what page?
Volume C is starting from page.
Oh, you mean the statement of Kaba?
Statement of Kaba is
It's volume O, provisionally.
provisionally as exhibit O.
Exhibit O.
Yes.
And it's in volume C.
No, volume C is alone marked as exhibit.
The whole of volume C.
The whole of exhibit because it's containing the list of
Oh,
the list of
the list of documents.
documents that were.
I don't think we should mark it as an exhibit. We can refer to it.
Escort, please, my lady.
Just a point of clarification, Mr. Chusi.
Yes,
The train, is it approaching the station or is it leaving the station?
As far as I see in this image, my lady, this train was on the direction towards the Gledo station.
So it's approaching.
Yes.
Mangabesithombe lesi isitimela lesasiya khona estation lesigcile.
So you wouldn't know whether it had slowed down or it was still in full speed.
I believe on this, what was happening on this day, the train was there, and they were just taking an image for a newspaper article.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't believe there will be a photographer who will be able to take a
Okay.
picture of a moving
So
train.
Mataba was just trying to say, what was he really trying to do there?
I believe here the Sunday Tribune newspaper reporter.
Sort of like reconstructing what
Yeah,
would have
we were
happened.
trying to put up a story around what happened on this day.
Okay.
Because here it's a man standing, and I believe that locomotion train is also standing.
So the train wasn't in motion.
Yeah, and
Obviously
reading
it would blow him off.
yeah, probably. I don't think you can able to pause for the train which is approaching you, and the camera.
I've been wondering
is-
what's really happening. And I see the article, although it's not readable, does say something like a screeching sound or whistling of the train. So I don't know what to make of it. But thank you for your clarification that it was as it was, the pictures taken there, it would depict a train approaching the station rather than leaving
That's
the
correct,
station.
lady.
Okay.
Ngiyaqinisekisa ufaka njengoba eveza kulesi sithombe lesi siveze isitimela kunomuntu uyasho ufakazi ukuthi cha angicabanga ukuthi kungaba sesimeni sokwazi ukuthwebula isithombe kakhulukazi ngokuchaza kwafakazi isitimela esasibhekise ngakhona ngase station iGledo lesi kwayena umuntu wayengakwazi ukuma lindele ukuthothulwa isithombe usho ukuthi emveni kwalokwa kushuthwa nje ukuthi simi isitimela.
No further question.
Yeah, you are excused, Mr. Luthuli.
Thank you, my lady.
Yes, Mr. Duya.
As a good business, my lady, at this stage, the prosecution wishes to hand up the extras that the witness, the Honorable Jeff Radebe, referred to. The first being from the book by Chief.
That's what we had said.
That is correct, my lady. And the second one from a pre-arranged witness, Mr. Luthuli, who had
Who's
started
already
with his
given-
evidence, and we have arranged that tomorrow morning the court will start with him before we proceed to any other
Any
witness.
other witness? Okay, let's adjourn then.
That's
So
what
you
we
have
have.
an early afternoon. What are you going to do with your afternoon?
My lady, as from now, there is quite a lot of documents
Preparation.
that needs to be paginated for the court.
Okay, thank you.
That's a
Thank you very
compliment.
much. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Kopega, at least you have a rest today. We'll adjourn now, and this proceedings stand adjourned until we'll resume at 10 o'clock. Court adjourns.